There are some things that we include in every lesson. You must include these things in every lesson. Some level or another, in some way or another. This is all involved. The first thing that we include in every lesson is about balance, line, focus, and distance. Every lesson works on balance, line, focus, and distance. Blood. And we've gone into detail on that one and these other things in other places, so I'm not going to go into detail now. I'm just saying that that's the core of your lesson. If you're not working on that, you're not working on anything. Another thing we include in every lesson is the 5 tactical principles. And you should know what they are. If you don't, go look it up. It's on another video. Those are inherent in every lesson. You've got to be working on that. Another thing we're working on in every lesson is about the 4 C's: competence, confidence, control, and commitment. Look it up. That's in every lesson. Another thing that I include in every lesson is about sentiment de faire. Now, this is not just the ability to feel what's going on through your sword, feeling your opponent's blade, if there's pressure, or what part of the blade you're making contact with, and things like that. But I also mean it on a more emotional and spiritual level, in terms of building your affinity for the sword. You have to have some affinity for the sword, or you wouldn't be doing this in the first place. But I want to increase that. I want the sword to feel literally like a part of your body, like your flesh, like it's part of your blood and bone, like it's really a part of you and you're a part of it. There's no separation between the sword and the swordsman. That's what I mean by sentiment de faire. So every lesson works on all these things. Now, we also work on technique, sure. How to do a disengage, how to do a 1-2, how to parry 6, yeah. But while we're doing that, we're doing all these things, right? We also work on strategy. Strategy is implied from the very beginning, just like tactics. It's implied from the very beginning. Tactics begins when you have a choice of more than one thing to do, right? You have to make a choice, right? I open the line. You thrust or you don't thrust, all right? That's tactics. That's a choice, right? Strategy gets very sophisticated because one of your jobs as a teacher is to simulate for your student all possible opponents. Ooh, how do you do that? You have to be a longer, stronger opponent for your student. You have to be a shorter, stronger opponent for your student. You have to be a longer, weaker opponent for your student. You have to be a shorter, weaker student for your student, opponent for your student, right? You have to be able to play all those parts. You have to be left-handed. You have to be able to give a lesson left-handed. The overwhelming majority of the people in the world are right-handed, but sooner or later, your student's going to run into somebody who's left-handed. What then? Did you just skip that because it's awkward for you? Thanks a lot, pal. You have to be able to be any possible opponent they could conceivably run into. You prepare them for. So if they cross blades with somebody, there's really nothing there that they haven't seen before in training. There may be other things that we do too. Part of it is ritual. We always follow a pattern, But those are the elements we want all the time. Balance, line, focus, and distance, the 5 tactical principles, sentiment de faire, the 4 C's, and the 4 strategies. Every lesson.